Okay, uh, back for another worship confessional. I know some of you think it's a little silly, but I'm hoping that you guys are getting a little something out of being able to come and listen to me for just about 5 minutes or so. And still waiting for some comments. Got a couple for some people who are not part of the church. Not part of this church. Maybe they're part of a church, but they're not part of First Baptist Hamlin. So I'd love for you guys that are on there watching and laughing at me, just to give me a little comment to see what you guys thought about how the service went. It helps me in making decisions and figuring out where we're going to go, and in my prayer time and planning things. So just drop me a line and let me know what you think. On March 1st, Brother Donnie was speaking on living with urgency, sowing together for the harvest that's out there, and this is our week of prayer for North American missions, and we've been focused a lot here in Hamlin over the past few weeks about missions and what can we do about spreading the gospel. As a matter of fact, Brother Donnie's doing a great series on Sunday evenings about witnessing without fear, and trying to get us to where we're able to just share our faith without fear. Sometimes that's one of the most difficult things to do. We just don't think about it. And there's a great video by Penn Jillette that I'll put a link to, or at least embed on here, that I think everybody needs to see. Just fantastic. And as you know, Penn Jillette is an atheist, and albeit an entertaining atheist. He's an atheist, and one of the just the video that he has is just a great testimony. So I'll probably attach that, or at least post it down to the bottom so that you can see what I'm talking about. But this week, we started with "Forever," the Chris Tomlin song. The church really sang this one from their hearts. I felt like, and again, please keep in mind, I'm telling you what I feel from, up at the pulpit. So as I'm leading worship and praising, and just what I'm feeling from the body. And so I just thought that "Forever" went really, really well. And then we did "Grace That Is Greater Than Our Sin" again, and that's a song that we done a few weeks ago, and I wanted to see how if that one really played out as well as it did, and it did again. It's just a song that it seems like this church knows, and it's one that I'm going to file away as a song to pull out. Both of those songs ended up being just good songs of worship, and I felt like we started off just fantastically, and went into offertory, and during the offertory we played a Greater Things video, which is just basically showed pictures of people in this city, and was synced up to God of this city. Fantastic song. We do it out of the youth room. We don't do it in the sanctuary. Song that I would love to try in the sanctuary, so we'll have to see where that takes us. And then Bob Moore, one of our just really influential members of our community, just had some wonderful things to say. He just has missions on his heart, reaching the lost, and I think that's a fantastic thing. That's what Jesus came. The Bible says that Jesus came to seek and save the lost, and that's where our hearts need to be. And I felt very convicted by the things that he had to say, and I hope everybody else did too. We went from that right into "Blessed Assurance." Again, a great song about your faith, and just again, one of my favorite Fanny Crosby songs. She has a ton of great ones, but this is one of my favorites. And then we went into "Heaven Came Down, Glory Filled My Soul." I felt like if I would have switched those two and had "Heaven Came Down" first, I think that section would have really led into each other better. I feel like that was kind of a hiccup that I would have, if I could have changed on Sunday morning, I would have. It felt great sitting here in this chair playing my acoustic guitar and just going right through it, but I didn't feel like it did the same on Sunday morning. But coming out of "I Love to Tell the Story," that song went really well, and I feel like the words of each of those songs did fit so well with what Bob Moore said. God laid things out in the way that He wants us to hear them, and while musically I might not have done as good of a job setting things up, God did a great job of leading in things lyrically, and so I was blessed in that way, because that was not from my planning. But I think if I did a better job of listening to the music and thinking how things would have gone, that would have really made that section just hit a home run. I tried an invitation of "Have Thine Own Way." After the sermon, Brother Donnie did a great job in the sermon today, as a matter of fact. But I feel like I could have done a better job with that particular song. I don't feel like I keyed into that one as well. I feel like as a worship leader, I could have led that one with a little bit more passion. And I think maybe sometimes finding the songs that I key into is just as important as finding a song that I think that the body's going to key into. I've got to be able to know how that song is, not necessarily being familiar, but just loving it and singing it with all my heart. And I don't feel like I did as good a job singing on that today. There's a couple that were some hiccups that I haven't had in a while, and again, that's just constructing the service and spending more time in them and making them go the way they need to go. We close with just a chorus of Blessed Assurance, and I could close any service with a chorus of Blessed Assurance. I just think it's a fantastic chorus. Hope you guys have had a great week. Again, I love to hear your comments. I'd love for people to just come by and just to listen for a few minutes and then tell me what y'all think. Hope you had a blessed week. I hope that your service went well and that you felt like it was just a pleasant offering to God. I hope you have a great week in praising, and keep singing.